Hey, this is Hans.
And this is Kit.
And this is...
A chocolate break.
Indeed.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing.
Better?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I know. Tough week.
Tough week.
Time for chocolate.
Time for chocolate.
Let's do it. What we
Chocolate
got?
else.
What you got? What you got?
We got a special from Mendocino Chocolate Company in, well, these are from Fort Bragg, but it looks like they have a location in Mendocino and in Fort Bragg. My mom and dad went and did kind of a late anniversary type trip to Fort Bragg.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
To the parents of Kit.
Yes.
Yes.
And my mom knows that we love to review chocolate. So
Chocolate. Love.
she got us some chocolate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
Yeah. And they look all nice and fancy, so why don't we
Let's fancify.
fancify and try some?
It's not fancify. It's fancy.
Fancy.
Like fancy.
It's fancy.
Yeah. All right. This is good. This is a good thing.
So here's the first fancy.
Whoa.
I'm not sure what flavor it is, but it has a cute little flower on top of it.
That. I'll eat that.
Yeah, you'll eat the flower.
I will
Fanch.
eat whatever you're willing to share with me, my love.
Alright.
I'm in the mood for chocolate. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy down the middle here.
Fancy fandango. Whoa.
Gonna fancy apart a little bit.
Lugubrious.
I'll eat the fancy on the side.
Non-translucent. Wow, this looks really dense.
It smells really good though.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
The word I would use to describe that is rich.
And smooth.
Smooth like pudding, hard not to pour. I get a chocolate moussey kind of thing. It's got that real, like, heavy cream to it.
Good.
Not bad. Score?
I'm gonna go with a 4.5.
I'm
Just
gonna
because usually for what I think moussey kind of usually is too sweet. And I didn't think that one had that sickening sweet to it. It was actually very nice.
And for something that was so heavy, it also had a lightness to it, which I like too. I'll give that one a 4. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. What's this?
Something else fancy. This one does
fancy.
look a little darker than the other. And I'm gonna guess has something different in the middle.
Perhaps it's ham filled.
It could be. And chocolate ham might be good. Sweet and salty.
Sweet and salty.
Sweet and salty. So let's see. Ooh.
Oh, I hear crisps. Whoa.
Oh. Looks like maybe like Oreo.
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream.
And that one side doesn't want to let go, does it?
It doesn't, but I need to wipe off my Hello Kitty knife too.
The blade giveth, the blade taketh away.
Yeah. Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers. It is. It's kind of like an Oreo. If you had like a frothy, moussey Oreo cookie. I liked that one.
I will give that one a 4.5.
I will give that one a 5. That one was good.
It was good.
Can I have a napkin, please? I would just take the extra off my face, but I don't want to slice my face off.
I see uniquity and things fancy things.
Fancy.
Whoa, that reminds me of what reminds me of the walnut whip, except it sits sideways instead of like a little beehive.
Yeah.
Walnut whip.
What's your guess?
Oh, that's a good question. We haven't had anything crisp inside, but
No.
I could go with that being like a buttercream. I don't know. We got a lot of dark. Usually a buttercream has like little white stripes too, I think.
Yeah.
So.
I was gonna go with red velvet, but I also could be
that.
very wrong. Let's see.
Let's reveal the fanch.
It's got another.
That looks a lot like
one.
the first
It's got
one.
It has little dots of something in it.
It do.
Oh, smell it.
Ooh, that smells of raspberry.
Either raspberry or cherry.
I'm going with raspberry. It's Mendocino Vino.
I get chocolate covered cherry.
It had the little pips in it, the little raspberry seeds.
Yeah. That was good too.
Yeah.
Man.
And it's like, I've had stuff that has had raspberry in it, and it ends up reminding me of this putrid mustard.
Mustard?
That does not have that. There's no putrefact. Yeah.
That's gross.
There's no putrid in that. That's
No.
like nice and clean. That I'll give a 5. I really liked the raspberry. I liked the texture. Well, that was sensational.
I would give that a 5 as well. That's very... Because I usually think even with a raspberry, cherry, even like strawberry, you do any of that stuff in chocolate, and either it completely overtakes the chocolate and all you taste is the fruit, or the fruit is so disgustingly sweet that it's like... How are you using fake fruit?
Yeah.
Did you just build this fruit from sugar and you're calling it this?
It tastes like somebody went in their garden that you don't want to like walk on the side things because you think you're going to step on some kind of cord and mess up whatever they got going on there. And then you go in and you go through this weird little thing with a bunch of vines in it, and you go in their kitchen and they've got like this big double boiler bubbling with stuff. Yeah, 5. What's next?
Well, we've got one more.
Devour. Oh, I hope that's what I think it is. What's on top? What is that?
Nets.
Nets?
I'm going with carrot cake.
I'm going to guess that might be a Scotch, I can't remember what they call it. Maybe it's Scotch. It was just like a thin layer of white chocolate, and it's just full of Scotch. It's going to splash Scotch all over us. Single malt Scotch whiskey. God, that sounds kind of good. With some really cheap dollar store Diet Coke.
You worry me sometimes. Well, it's white on the inside, so there's really no...
Coconut. Cocoa nata.
Yeah. Did I make you watch that movie, Karina?
No, but I used a clip of it for something you mentioned about that movie.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of kids sitting around at the table, and they have, like, the box of probably, like, See's candy or whatever, and they're going through and they're eating them, and they're like, ooh, yuck, this kind of like this one, and the little fat kid's like, I like that flavor.
You like all the flavors or something.
And one of them was like, I hate coconut. I like coconut. And they're like, you like everything. But I just remember that just because the way when he said he liked the coconut one was, to me, it was hilarious.
Hey, on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's a good movie.
I've used that clip before
Yeah.
because you mentioned it.
I love
It
that.
has Whoopi, isn't it?
It has Whoopi,
The Whoopi.
and it has Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta.
And then there's the little girl that's in it that's been in a few movies too. I don't know about now, but when she was like that age, she had been in that one, and then she in the one Andre about the seal. You've never seen that? We're gonna have to watch the movies.
And
now.
you still have to see Dune.
You made me watch that.
You've never watched it all the way through.
That's because it's a bad movie. But to coconut.
It is by a will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of safu that thoughts acquire speed, lips acquire stain, stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. 5 stars. That's the best coconut thing I've ever had. That is a very retro coconut flavor. I could eat 20 of those.
It's almost like coconut flavor from like coconut shavings, but then it also seems like coconut, like a coconut liqueur or something like that too, because it doesn't scream natural. I just put a whole bunch of coconut in it.
It's like a little of
there's
each.
There's some kind of coconut flavoring they use. But I mean, it works. It works really good. And again, it's a really very like moussey kind of center, but
the texture is really good on these.
Smooth and the shaving from the coconut is not overpowering and stuck in my teeth.
Score.
I'm gonna go with 4.
It's a 5. Anyways.
It's a 4 for me. Yeah. It's a 5 for you. That one I think was probably my least favorite out of all of them, but it was still really, really good. I know, I've disappointed you.
I think we have a chocolate break.
I think we need to have a chocolate break up.
No. All right, well,
Okay.
Today's a good day to think about your shoes.
And about what kind of movies you want to watch, like Andre
or
and
Dune.
Karina.
There's a new Dune coming out that we're going to go to the theater and see.
And I already told you that I would go and see it with you.
That's
I
right.
went and saw that other movie with you, and I didn't want to go and see that one, and I actually really liked it. And
We should do an episode that's like, the shed spread country crock stuff. Put your hand here. Put your hand right here.
No.
Just put your hand like that. Oh, no, you're supposed to say I'm pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
Oh my God, really? Remember the commercials where it was like people just with their hands and they were talking? No?
That must have been before my time.
That wasn't I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. They were horrible.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not butter spray. Yes.
I want to know why they thought that was a good idea.
I don't know, but that guy is, I think he's in a pretty bad state at this point.
I like the move over butter. Because I have the cow. Move over butter.
And on that note, this has been Hans.
Move over. This is Kit.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.